What's up? Hello.
Hey,
What's up, boo?
nothing.
Oh, you
Let me take these
outside.
off. Girl, yeah. It's nice outside today.
That's true. I got mine on too. How come, you know what? It's still way lighter where you are. Because where I am is darker.
Is it?
Yes. I couldn't sit outside. I would have to put the more bright.
Okay. Is it
Hello.
April's? What?
Uh-oh. I don't know if it's going to work outside, mama. Uh-oh.
Are we good?
Where are you? Hello, every. I don't see you.
Can you see me
Hello.
now?
I hope, yes, I can. Can you stay just like that?
Yes.
With your cute son?
Thank you. Hi, April.
Hi,
Hi,
Tomeeka.
everybody.
Hi.
So I called everybody I know, so I know my crew is in the party.
Oh, that's cool.
So what we discussing today?
Did anybody send you questions? Because I got some. Is that a bee?
In
Oh,
the
that is
house.
not a bee. Ooh, it's like one of those moths.
You know
Oh,
what? I only reached out to one lady who I know has excellent questions, and I don't think I got questions from her. So, Tasha, if you're around, send us a question.
hello, everybody. It feel free to post a question, but I
Mm-hmm.
have a couple. I have three. So you want to start off with one of them?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody just throw their little opinion in there. Okay, so the first one was, is cheating a deal breaker in a relationship?
Oh,
We started off with a bang.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
We could be on here
So
for the whole hour talking about this, but go ahead.
we really can be. Shall I go first? Because you know
Yes.
where I stand, April.
No, I want to hear it though. Go ahead.
Cheating is a deal breaker for me. Okay. Um, because I don't like to share. I don't, my favorite toys, I don't share. I will share the shit I don't really play with or I don't like. But my favorite toys, I've never been one to share the things that I really, really love or like.
Mhm.
So, no, cheating's a deal breaker for me. And I know
When
that we live in a very fluid society where everybody wants to love everybody all at the same time. Not me. I'm very clear. Um, yeah.
that's a hard one for me because I can't say yes or no. It's not a deal breaker. Then if I can't say yes or no, then I'm gonna say it is not a deal breaker. But I need to
Okay.
tell you why. Now, if I'm dating somebody, is it a deal breaker? No, it's not. Because Royale and I went through so many ups and downs while we were dating that had I known what I know now, we should have never tried to go exclusive. Because in your 20s, in my opinion, unless you're engaged or getting ready to get married, if you're dating, it's really hard. It's really hard. So I got cheated on. We, had ups and downs, whatever, and that was different. Now, in a marriage, I would say, people say, well, what's the difference? Well, now we're committed to each other. When you're just um, dating, even though you say you're exclusive, anything could happen. But in a marriage, it is a deal breaker for me. It is. So it's
I
twofer.
like that answer.
It's a
I like that
twofer.
answer. Now, even when I was dating, though, like, okay, because I was such a great dater, I love dates, okay?
Yeah.
And like, I could have, girl, me and dating was like everything. So if a dude cheated or lied, I was like, deuces, like, we good. On to the next.
Yeah.
I think I was always just dating to be in the right relationship, kind of, sort of. And I think we all are, but I just felt like, nah. Like, if he said he was going to pick me up at 7 o'clock and he was there around 10 or 11 or 12 calling me, fuck no, we good. I'm good over here. So, but that's not to say that I didn't see a lot of different people at one time, and they couldn't have saw. If you would have kept it honest, I would have been fine with it. I just think honesty is just the best policy. If we're not exclusively dating, then yeah, let's just go ahead and date until we want to just stop dating other people. So I think that that's different. But as far as for the marriage or those, like we're exclusive, no, you cannot cheat.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
deal.
hard. Um, and I think a lot of people make a hard line in the sand and say, if my so and so cheated, that would be over. But let me tell you something. Until you are going through it, I don't pray that on anybody. But
Right?
until you are going through it, your hard line in the sand, fast,
Here is my motto.
it changes.
Here's my motto.
What?
Never say never, okay?
There we go.
Now, as long as I'm in control of my choices though, I'm probably not going to be okay with it. Now, honestly, and if I was really, really, really honest with myself right now at 46 years old, if my husband and I found out something, oh, I'm going to like leave and just throw a fit and no, don't call me no more in life
Right.
until I get healed from the hurt, and then possibly I would resume the relationship. But I'm gonna be all the way out before I ever go back in. Like you will not cheat on me, and then everything goes back to normal the very next day, and that's that. No, 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 no,
Right,
no, no.
right. It can't be that easy. There has to be some consequences. And
But it's
just like you
always
said,
easy. Cheaters make it really easy because here's the deal about guys and cheating. If you're with a guy and he knows why you're there, because you know why you're there, money, um,
just the
um,
comfort, yeah, you're
whatever
being
it
taken
is.
care of. Right,
Usually those guys know that they can cheat and they'll be accepted back in the relationship. And usually we accept them back. Like I've been in a relationship where I said, no, I'm done and went back. I went back because I wasn't done. But it wasn't about cheating. It was just that people know when you're really not done. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, um,
And and with that said, I think men take more chances with that than women.
yeah,
Us as
yeah.
women,
Oh,
and I'm not
guys, if you
saying that,
cheat on a guy, he's
oh,
done.
he's done.
Hello?
I know.
Hello? Ladies, we need to be more like them. They
We're
be
not.
out.
When I say out, they are good. We don't have that mechanism. We're listening to the stories. We
Bye.
forgiving.
Bye.
I know if the tables are turned, there's no talking. Some people come back, but it's a hard thing for a man. You know what I mean? But I agree that I think unless you're going into it, I think what I would tell the women on here, I would say have an open, just like you said, just be open. If it happens to you, you can't say no as soon as you get married, because I know a lot of people that drew that hard line and then it happened to them and they had to rethink it. The kids,
Woo.
the house, what happened. And if it's truly just a one night stand, sometimes I'm just talking, if it was me, that's easier than I love you and I love her. The cancel Christmas, I'm dead because I never want him to be in love. Physical attraction is one thing, but if they come back and like, yo, I messed up, and you're thinking they're asking for forgiveness, and then they admit, I love you and I love her.
Yes. I'm gonna do that,
What?
Abe.
What? That's really hurtful, and I wouldn't be able to function. I don't know, because I don't want to even in my mind think I'm competing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's easier when
Right.
it's just like I was on a business trip or da 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 da. I'm not giving anybody any passes. They don't live here. I don't live there. I'll probably never
Right.
see them. That's another thing.
Right.
But when you are physically and mentally still involved with someone as you're married or whatever, and you say those words, I love that person just like I love you, cancel. I can't, I would die. Do you hear me? I would literally die. Okay, why do some say cheating is a mistake? Because for me, sometimes it can really be a mistake. I feel like we are all imperfect human beings, and I think that for the most part, we all try to do the best that we can do. That's all you can do. And physical attraction, I think she's. Can y'all hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me until Tomeeka gets
Am I
back.
gone again?
Uh-oh. Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Tomeeka.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and come back in.
Oh, you there? Damn. Okay, so let me get her back real quick. Let me get her back. Give me a second. So I'll go back to that question in a second. Can you hear and see both? Can you see me? I hear you, Tomeeka. Can you hear? Can y'all hear me? I know you can see me. I can hear. Oh, this is awful. We got to get these connections together because we be on a roll. Yes, low key, Cherry. Thank you. You can hear me. I got lights all over me. I am sweating like crazy. And if I turn on the air, it's too loud for sure. Okay, where is Tomeeka? Let me see if I can find her. Okay, I don't want to get too far. So the question at hand, let me remember. Why do people say it's a mistake? Okay. She gone. Freddie Brown, you are so funny. She is gone. So here's the thing. This is how I look at it. Because there's no manual to this, there is no come on, Tomeeka. Where is Tomeeka? Oh, there she is. Oh no, that ain't Tomeeka. Oh no. Where's Tomeeka? Tomeeka will be right back, April. Okay. Okay, so here's the thing. I just feel like we're imperfect, right? There's nobody that's perfect. I think if it were me and like if I slipped up and did something, I just think that I know in my heart that I'm trying to do the right thing. Can you be physically attracted to someone and something happen? I think you could be, but I just think that you have to dig deep and think about the things that you can possibly lose. You know what I mean?
I'm back.
I see. Okay, I'm gonna need you to be wherever you're gonna be. Where you at? It's dark. There you go.
All right.
So somebody asked the question, is, people go, I had a affair, but it was a mistake. Can you call it a mistake? Yeah, it could be a mistake. It's a bad mistake. You know what I mean? I just
Okay,
think
at what part was it a mistake? Because
by going through with the act.
I think that the ladies will be more forgiving about this said mistake. Now, when you come to your husband saying, baby, I need you to sit down, he's probably not going to accept that.
He is not.
Because he knows that to get some pussy, it takes a whole bunch of work. And how did my wife get into that position? You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And whether it was an emotional mistake and then it's somehow, I don't know how y'all ended up at the hotel, but y'all are here now.
Right.
So, we're more forgiving and they're not. So, ladies, now, it's going to be hard to sell that mistake.
Oh, boy. I think that, just like you said, in our head, I think we know that mistake on our part is unforgivable. So I think if we looked at
yourself up more, but selling the mistake to your mate, that's a whole nother can of worms.
You can't.
So we're more willing to accept the mistake, which to me, I don't understand the mistake either. Because how she fall on your dick? I'm sorry. Like, no.
I know.
But when you tell, unless your man is like, I don't know. Hey, is there any men on here that accepts, cheating as a mistake? Because I don't know of any. I've never met one. Have you?
Let me see. I have to. I think I
would love to know these people because they could change like the society. Because here's the deal. Great marriages can end in a mistake or a few. You know what I'm saying? And yes, you can say, oh my God, if I had this shit to do over again, I would have never done that. So that's the mistake, right? So yeah, but how do you sell it to your husband?
Well, I do, and I can't
That
talk
ego,
about
when that
it.
ego's in check, unless he knows the Lord and he knows that the Lord had to forgive him 100 million times, and he really understands that concept, I don't know if he's going to be able to,
Except
accept
it's too
it.
much. I do know one person, and there's a lot of factors. Women, if we're
Oh,
not getting,
Shannon McNeil knows one.
yeah,
He's a hero. Get
yeah, I
good.
know one
He said,
too. But
"Hey, Shannon."
if you love somebody, I think you can get through it. I
I think
really
we
do.
can.
We
I
can.
clear
It's
we can.
the statistics for women are way higher for forgiveness for sure than men. Men can't do it. I think at first glance it's like a hard no. And then just like you said, I think if they remove themselves from the house, maybe
Just Janae says she know a few. Okay.
oh I
I
wish
don't
we
know
could
these
add
people.
people.
Please. I would love to know these people because I know of some great marriages that have ended, not
Oh,
because the woman cheated, but because there was infidelity on both parts. But the man couldn't forgive his wife.
and, and he's just as
So,
guilty.
yeah, and he's way more guilty than she is most of the time. Usually we're not stepping out unless we've been stepped out on, or we've been neglected, or it's usually a reason why we're stepping out. We're stepping out
Absolutely.
because, like, shit, this shit ain't working, and he keeps telling me I look good, and oh hell, it becomes emotional for us. I believe. I could be wrong,
No, I
but
believe it too. I believe it too. The little gentle touch at work, the little flirty,
you know what
whatever.
though? Unless I did it and my man was totally like he could totally forgive me, I don't think I could be with someone who would hold it over my head all the time. And I just feel like unless this man knows God for real, I don't know of a man that could really just kind of look at you and just say, you know what, baby, I love you. I just want us to work on this and really be authentically there for me.
It's
You
got
know
to
what I'm
be some
saying?
men like that. Come on, we are not.
It has to be, but
Of
again, I don't
course.
know these people.
Well, oh, you're saying, how are we able to do that? You know, see them walk
Because
by in the kitchen and
well,
just
we
look
black
at
women
them.
for one. Let's start there.
Okay,
We're a
strong.
forgiving breed. We're just a forgiving breed. But
Why?
to me, it's something about that male ego that gets in the
Oh,
way.
there's a guy on here, DC native son.
He
I
said
feel
we
like
out here. Okay. Well, DC native, tell us about it. Because I mean, are you holding it over the lady's head after you take her back? That's what I want to know. Is it a can you get back to can you start over again? Because you can't get back to square one, but can you start over again? Can you really be in a pure can you really fall back in love with each other and let bygones be bygones? Or are we holding this shit over each other's head and making each other miserable for the rest of our lives? Are we stuck with each
that's
other?
the
Like,
one thing. When Royale and I were dating and we were younger, I had to get to a point before we got married. Like when you say I forgive you, you really have to dig deep and do it. Because what would
mm-hmm.
happen in our relationship is it could be going great, just like you said, just laying on the bed watching TV, and a flashback come, pissed all over again. Like, so
Yep.
you don't want that to happen. You have to be able.
No.
I would rather you take time, a month, 6, 7, 8 months away, to get everything out
Out of
before
your
you came
system.
back,
Exactly. And
because
I
you
think
can't.
probably with therapy, you could do that. I think it's possible. I'm not saying that it's not possible, people. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that um, a lot of women are with a lot of little boys, okay? And when you're with the
Mm-hmm.
little boy, when his little ego get messed up, he can't really handle, you know, why she would ever go out there and give herself to someone else. And it's not about him, not giving her what she needed. It's whatever they couldn't get, the communication that they couldn't have, the
Mm-hmm.
the honesty they couldn't have, whatever it was that was lacking that would make her pursue something outside of them. So unless you can get to the root of that, like, y'all probably wasting each other's time, I think. You know, you
Yeah.
got to be real adult about it.
Yep. Let me read some of these comments. Forgiveness is a choice, just like cheating is a choice, and that's so
True.
fucking true.
That's true. Who said that?
That is Hidden
Ding,
Track
ding, ding, ding,
7,
ding. That's true.
and it looked like a guy. Hidden
Now,
Track. Are
listen here,
you a
people.
guy?
That does not give you a pass, okay?
Right.
Let's try to stay inside of these relationships.
Right. Shannon said most men can't forgive because when a woman cheats, her feelings are usually invested. Truth. Men
That's true.
can cheat just to get new poo poo, new pussy.
But
So
why?
men, Because I have a lot of gay men friends, and they tell me that one of my gay friends are like, y'all are so emotional. He was like, we are not. Because I'm like, how could you be with this one and this one? He's like, who cares? Because of him, I actually really believe they don't put their feelings into a lot of these. It's the ones,
Hold
that's why
on.
I said, okay.
Time out. Tino, because Tino comes back to us, so he's a good one. Tino said new pussy can get you caught up. I'm just trying to figure out, Tino, how you get to the new pussy, because if you wasn't even there, how do you know?
Well, women have to take
Hi,
accountability too.
Nandi. Nandi's here. Nandi's
Hi,
my mom,
Nandi.
everybody.
See, the new pussy can get you caught up. Right. Because I think it's like having something new. A new
Maybe
car, a new
Chase.
something, a new.
Maybe it's the chase. I don't know.
Of
Can
course.
we can we get our mates to chase us, ladies? Can we do that? Because why they got to go outside of us?
Yeah. I think a lot of this is in society. It's like they look at us
Handship.
with everything else that comes with it. The kids, the bills, the house, where are
That's
we
true.
going to go? You know what I mean? So when you look at it, it's a false truth. You see
A new
someone else.
feeling of a new woman. Tino, goodbye. You're done.
What do you say?
A new feeling of a new woman. Next question.
Tino, be quiet. You almost did good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just something new, and I think they are non-emotional like us. But do they get tripped up? Of course. Sometimes they meet that woman and they do fall in love, and I think that's where the real problem starts. You know what I mean? Because I even watching movies, the first thing the woman said, "Do you love her?" What? Like, is that your first question? But
Right.
now I get it, because once they fall in love, now just like us, we are emotional beings. If I cheat, it's because I'm really emotionally attached to someone. I'm not going to just be giving it up. Why? It would have to be something, and that's where it gets really
I need a tripod,
complicated.
Kim. Girl. How about I'm not even supposed to be doing this? But okay. Thanks, Kim.
What
My
happened?
mom taught me a lot. Okay. My grandmother. Somebody had a good question. Just Janae said, sometimes they go outside of us for more ego strokes. So, ladies, how do we stroke our man's ego so that they don't have to go outside of us? I mean, not that what we're doing or not doing is the reason why the fuck they going out there, because these
Yeah, not
niggas
our fault.
they just fucking up, okay? If you ask me. But I try to keep my marriage intact by doing little, like, hey, let's do some role playing, let's do some creative shit. Treat me like day one. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep this shit new. So it is things that we can do in our own relationship so that they won't have to always go outside of it or try to search for someone to feel like special. Because in the new relationships, you feel really special. But again, that's their representative, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe the representative needs to show up in your marriage all the time, all
Ooh,
the time, just
some
waking up
niggas.
doing wonderful things for each other, just because, not because it's a holiday or man-made holiday, but because you guys just truly love each other. um it's just work, and
It's work.
if you got a lazy ass mate and you're lazy, then yeah, they're going to go outside.
Right. I believe that. Tino said niggas are just greedy.
Yeah, they
Sometimes
are.
that is just,
That's true. That's
everything could
true.
be perfect. How many times have you heard? Like, there's two sides to both of, I mean, there's a side to both of these stories, because there are some doting wives that are keeping themselves up. The kids are great. She's looking amazing. There, and they still. So I don't
Because I
know.
don't think I don't think that lady is still into her mate. It's not about how you look, how you feel, and all those great things. That's good. You should be keeping yourself up for yourself. Okay. You should want to look good for yourself and all those things, so that when that motherfucker go out and cheat, you won't be looking down like, I did all these things. No. What are you doing for him to say, hey baby, damn, you looking good,
It has
because
to be reciprocal. We can't
yeah,
be breaking our neck.
no, not
What
just
you doing
us.
for me?
Hold, because I was about to finish.
Okay.
When we go outside, niggas are pulling up on us. We need that
Tell
shit
them
in
that.
our home. You understand? So if I go outside and I'm getting more attention than I am out in the inside, it's gonna be a problem. Period. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe everybody's just getting what they need from outside of their house instead of inside of their house. And that's both sides.
It's both sides. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, you are right. And here's another thing. men and women, husbands, wives, significant
Boyfriend,
others
girlfriend,
have,
yeah.
exactly. They have to understand, just because you don't want them, that doesn't mean somebody else don't want them. You understand what I mean? Because I see a lot of relationships too, where she don't want to do this and she don't want to do that. And she a super freak. She out there living her best life.
You
It's
know
just
what?
you don't bring it out of her.
That's right. Here's
So,
the deal.
hello.
Some relationships just aren't equally yoked. And that's where the honesty comes in, okay?
Mm-hmm.
When you are in the right relationship, and some of us know what that one feels like, and some of us don't,
Right.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know how to do what you need to do to get shit back. Like, okay, if a girl wants to get that certain whatever she wants, a new refrigerator or a new car or a new whatever, she knows exactly what to say, what to do. Why are we doing these things all the time? If a man wants whatever he wants, if he wants his dick sucked nightly, okay, it's things he needs to do to make sure that shit is happening. I mean, so we all know what we need to do, but are we getting lazy once we get together? Are we
Mm-hmm.
saying, you know what, I'm good, and then going on Instagram and then lusting over somebody else? You know what I'm
Ooh, say
saying?
that. Yeah.
Or going outside, without cleavage out and with our bodies and dudes without chest out, like, damn, look at me, because I'm not getting it at how I don't know.
That is a good point. That is. But here's the thing again.
Mm-hmm.
I know the stroking the ego, making them feel uplifted, especially because these are black men. I'm talking about black men right now. They go out there and they have to conquer so much. When they do come home, we do need to, embrace them with open arms. You know what I mean? But there gets to a point where we can't always be giving. We also have to receive something to be
I
able. You understand what I
It
mean?
has to be a two-way street, people.
Absolutely. And
You should be waking up saying, damn, baby, how can I please you today? And he should be like, no, I'm trying to figure out how to please you, boo. You understand?
I
You
wish.
should be
Yes.
story toppers in your relationship.
What is
Me
it
and my
called?
boo, we be like, oh, you trying to be a story topper? Yeah. Like,
Story
yeah.
topper. Let me write
You
that
should be
down.
the story topper. So it's like, if we're busy outdoing each other to make each other feel like special and amazing,
Yeah.
we don't have no room for dumb shit, outside of, like, I done heard that shit before from home. I don't need no little straggler telling me how great I am. I already know he's telling me daily, all the time, so
I like that story topper.
yes, be a story topper.
I'm gonna try that. But I do have to give credit where credit is due. Royale does go above and beyond to make me happy. Like, he knows, he can tell, he's got my flowers. He is forever always on my side. I get that. It's just emotional. Okay, go ahead.
Stay right there. I got a question. So Royale is April's husband, everybody. Let's talk to the ladies who don't know how to share what it would take.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ladies, do you know what it would take? Does your mate know what it knows what it would take to please you? And because I feel like single ladies on our own, we feel like we know how to please, okay? And then we get the man because we know how to please. But then how do we keep the man? How do we keep him interested? Or how does he keep us interested? Or, do we know how to express what we want?
That is a good thing. Because that's another thing. We make up all these rules in our head. And that's what
Kim
I went
said,
through.
nope, that's why I'm alone. Okay, Kim.
Yeah, they don't know what's up here.
If we don't know what we want, y'all, we can't, we will
them
never get, we will never get it. We need to know what we want, or
to
else we'll
tell them.
never get it. And then
Yeah.
we'll always say, oh my God, he wasn't shit and it was him. It wasn't him. You didn't know what you wanted. So how did he know what to give you or what not to give you?
Right. You can express what you love. Like, Royale knows everything I love. And I promise you, I'm always getting those things. So he is hitting the mark. I'm not hitting the mark because I don't know what he wants. He's not, he don't smoke cigars. He doesn't drink. He doesn't have a lot of outlets, vices rather. So there's nothing tangible I can give him other than I do know. I keep this house clean. I cook him the best fucking meals. I bake for him. So those are my that's my love language. I like to make him feel great. His meals are 90% from scratch. You understand what I
Yes.
mean? So if he's buying me flowers, yes, he's getting creme brulee. They like, bitch, you over there. That's right, because that's what he wants. French fries, it takes 5 seconds to cut 5 different potatoes and give him fresh French fries. So for me, I'm a nurturer. So I do nurture him. I was about to say, like, I don't know what he wants. That's an absolute lie.
So
I know
maybe he loves
exactly.
to be nurtured. He loves to be taken care of.
Yes, that
Makes
was
him feel
something I had to work on him because he's is so many of them. I'm very maternal, and there was a lot of them. He's one of 14. There wasn't a whole lot of loving and kissing and that. I was one. My grandmother was loving and kissing me up, so I came to him like that, and he was like, "What is going on?" But he had to learn that is all I know, and he doesn't reject me. He is like, "I get it. That's how she grew up. She's a little crazy." And he lets me adorn on him and love him. You know what I mean? And now, 21 years later, he loves it.
and years later, yes. Oh, what you
You know
drink?
what I mean? Right here. Cheers to that.
What you drinking?
Just vodka and tonic.
Okay. What's
Not
the next
Tito.
question? What's the
Okay,
next
yeah.
question? I think
But
we covered that.
yes, there are a lot of comments in here. Oh my God.
Thank
So
you
the
guys for showing up tonight.
thank you.
I hope you brought your girlfriends and your boyfriends and everybody up in here.
This one is when we were working. So it's what's a good amount of unwind time when you walk in the door after work for the women?
Dawn,
Hello, baby.
I have wine, but I had some sangria, but I ran out of that, so I added some red wine to it. And I have
Every,
tea.
everybody, I mean, I really appreciate you showing up.
Hey,
That
Freddie.
one,
What's a good wine time after you? Wine time for what? For what?
when you come home, anybody coming home, and that is a good question because when I had my luncheon in Maryland over the summer with a group of people, didn't even know, they just came to hang out with us.
Mm-hmm.
One of the wives said, husband might work at home, and I think she, went out working in the public schools or whatever. He allowed her, not allowed, but they came up with an agreement that even when she drove up in that driveway, she got 1 hour to herself. I think physically he needed to see that, one, she's home safe. It's her time. She can be on the phone. She could be on Instagram. She can be on Facebook. She could be looking at recipes, whatever she wants. It was her time. And I think, and she didn't have to go home and do that hour. She could have been anywhere she wanted.
Right.
So some people do want to be in the, presence or in the surrounding of their home, but just giving them a minute to decompress. Because once you're out there, you have to come home. You don't want to bring whatever energy into the house.
That's
So
true.
when we went around and we introduced ourselves, and he was like, that's the one thing. He's like, I love her that much that I know what she goes through at work. I give her that time. So if to answer your question, if you could come up with something with your significant other to do the same thing, everybody needs a minute. Even I find myself when I drive home, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't rush in the house. I sit in my car because I've been on set all day. I'm trying to go through all my old texts that I didn't get to respond to my friends. I'm looking at my emails or whatever because now it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't want to keep the lights on too long. I want to jump in the shower and I literally want to get in the bed. So I do take time. So I think it's important.
You know what? That's interesting because someone said, I thought that was kind of, if my husband, Black Pearl Girl, she said, if my husband did that, he could get whatever he wants out of me. Okay. So Black Pearl, you got to tell your husband, let me tell you how you can get anything you want out of me. If you give me 1 hour after I get off of work to do me, you can get whatever you want. Okay. Life changing. For me, see, it's interesting because say for instance, me and my husband, I don't go to work, but when we come, so say for instance, we come home from somewhere together. He needs his time to unwind. I don't.
You ready?
And I just be like, dude, come on. And he literally, just from hearing this right here, I'm going to now be okay with him having his unwind time. Truthfully, I'm like, let's go to bed together. Come on. Because I know, once he come up, if I'm asleep, I'm like, I don't want to really be woke up to do, I will, but I just want to snuggle with you and fall asleep in your arms. But okay. So I didn't realize that that was so important to people. So thank you, whoever said that question. So I'm going to be more mindful, because I will say this. When we wake up in the morning, he's an early morning person. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
And he lets me sleep in. And I do value that. So I have to understand now. Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
imagine if he was waking you up. Come
I
on,
have to
come
understand
downstairs.
that he needs to unwind first. And I need to give him his space to unwind. Thank you, people.
Yeah, I think that was Shannon. Shannon got some good
See, we're
questions.
learning from each other, people.
We are, but the biggest thing, just like you said, you just have to tell them what you want or
Mhm.
what you need. You know what I mean? That's it.
It works wonders. It works wonders, okay?
Yeah, it really does. That was a good one. Okay. If my husband did that, he could get, oh, that was, who was
He's
that?
sitting right here. The phone is loud. Good. So I hope he heard that and y'all are good and boom, boom. When I
Yeah,
heard
so,
my husband had a chill glass of Pinot, I know that's right. That's my aunt. Oh,
yeah,
they're
you
so
just
cute.
gotta, and we say communication all the time, but we are not communicating. It's here in our head. I
That's what
don't
it
know if
was.
we think we'll hurt their feelings by saying it, but baby, the beauty of it is you might get exactly what you want, and they may truly understand. And then all the resentment of coming straight in the house to the kids, to the whatever, what's for dinner, it could be all alleviated if you said, I just need this one thing. And when I come in this house, I am superwoman or whatever. I'll be ready to sit down to dinner if he's already made dinner or whatever the case. I just need this little bit of time, and there's
I
nothing wrong with that.
I think when you realize that you're with someone who actually is here because they love you,
Mm-hmm.
okay, that you can have honest conversations with and actually get what you need. Like, what are you fearful of? He's gonna say no. He'll say no the first time possibly, but the second time he'll be like, damn, she keeps saying she need this. So either he's going to do it, or you guys realize it's something, there's a disconnect somewhere and you got to figure out
Mm-hmm.
why. But
Right.
literally you have to be willing to, put yourself out there to get exactly what you want, because you deserve it. He
That's the
deserves what he
thing.
wants. You deserve what you want. And if you can't communicate that to each other, like, how do you think you're going to get it? Because he's a mind reader, you're a mind reader. No, none of us knows what we're thinking. I'm thinking about a million things right now. Okay.
Right.
So to think somebody can come inside there and figure that shit out, child, bye. Okay. So if we're just totally honest with each other and we just
Yep.
say, like in a really like easy space, while you're having some wine and you're sitting there, you just say, baby, you know what I thought about? I just need this from you. Do you think, that's possible? We could tweak this thing in our relationship. I think it would go so much smoother. Who's going to say no to that?
Right.
The right space.
Nobody. You know
Now,
what I
if you
mean?
wait until the kids getting on your nerves and it's a whole bunch of shit going on, y'all fighting and say, nigga, I just need it, you ain't getting it. You
You
can't
ain't
receive it
getting
right now. But
That's
in the right space, maybe over a text or while you at work, and say, baby, I was just thinking when I get home, oh my God, I just need daily, like Monday through Friday at least. This is what I need. Then I'm going to come home
yes.
and I got you.
Right.
When
Matter of
he hear
fact, he
that,
can
I
look
got you,
outside. I'm
he got
outside.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's it. You remember I was on with Grace Harry 2 weeks ago, and she said that we have to get into our inner child. Like, we just have to talk soft, and we have to get back down to the ABCs, because nobody is a mind reader. You have
Nobody.
to say what you want. You really do. And there's, like Tomeeka said, there's a time and a place to say it. Not when the kids are going crazy, when you just sitting there. Because we're real grown, we need to start acting real grown. Stop
Yeah.
thinking people know what you're saying or thinking, and you have to verbalize it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I think most people don't, because they're afraid of the fear of rejection, of what they're going to say or
Right.
how it's going to be interpreted or whatever. You won't know until you say it. You have
Exactly.
to
Because
say
you know
it.
what? You're in your head saying, oh my God, if I try to tell him this, he's going to do that. Stop saying that. Matter of fact, start speaking life over your relationship. Start
Exactly.
saying, it's whatever I say it's going to be.
Right.
It is.
That's the narrative. And
You
that's
can
another
have
thing.
whatever you want. Okay. Period. Point
Absolutely.
blank. Okay. So today I'm going to let my husband know that this is what it's going to be, and he's going to receive it. And that's that. Why? Because I'm doing it in a good spirit, in a good space.
Right.
He's going to be able to receive it in that with the same energy.
I
So,
know. I
This
think as women, and I do it, I'm guilty. I still do it.
closed mouth don't get fed. That's what Angelique said. That's true.
Okay. It's like you come up with this narrative in your head. I'm gonna say this, then he gonna say that, then we gonna get mad. So therefore, then you don't say the shit.
Mhm.
We're as women, we're here so much in our head, and I can tell you, men are not. We always.
Mhm.
I'm guilty of when he's sitting down. What you thinking about? What's that? He like what?
Nothing.
Nothing, bitch.
Nothing.
Nothing. Can I just sit here? But we're so busy trying to fix everything or
Yep.
understand what's going on, and then nothing. I'm thinking about I need to cut the grass tomorrow, but just maybe the look on their face might be like, oh, I already come up with a scenario like, oh
Or a
God,
solution.
some,
Mm-hmm.
something wrong, I don't know, and it will make you go crazy. So as women, let's stop doing that. I know I'm going to practice what I preach, and I'm going to stop coming up with these scenarios and narratives of what he's thinking or what's going to happen if I say this or do that, because I'm making myself
Crazy.
crazy. And he's living La Vida Loca. Ain't shit wrong with him. But I done made up all this
A
stuff.
whole scenario.
Oh my God. I wasted a whole lot of time doing that. You know what I mean? And nothing's wrong. 9 out of 10 times, there's nothing wrong. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So we're gonna be authentic. We're gonna say what we want. We're gonna say what we need, and we're gonna say it in the right spirit and space, and we're gonna receive it. It's the world is ours. It's open up to us to have whatever we want if we ask for
Absolutely.
it. Okay? Yeah,
Absolutely.
we
Just
got this.
ask for it. Let me see. Did I have another question? Let's see. No, let's see if we have any here. Anybody have a question? But all the stuff we've gone through today, amazing. And it just, and as we're saying it, doesn't it seem so simple? It seems
Somebody
so simple.
man could cook. Oh, that was Sean. Hey, Sean.
Hello, everybody. Hey, Double Dutch. Oh, those are my friends from Facebook. Hello. It's a lot of people on here, but
Oh,
anybody
yeah,
have any
Kenny
more
Buford.
questions?
Hold on. Whoever Kenny Buford is, he said Queen came home and wine was ready, as was, hold up, as was dinner, as was. I know what she wants and needs when she comes home because of effective communication. This is from a dude, girls,
Love
okay?
it.
So he knows because they effectively communication is the key to all of this bullshit, okay? We don't even have to be a part of these games if we would just effectively communicate what we want. That's on both sides, men and women.
I know. But
Nobody's a
Tomeeka,
mind reader.
if everybody would do it, we'd be a lot better because
Yeah,
we throw it around so much. Just communicate. But I
right.
mean, we understand that sometimes it can be so painful because you don't want to have it may be a underlying issue that you haven't dealt with that is making the easy communication or the daily communication hard until you get to the root of whatever's going on, so you're able to have the best of your life or your marriage. It's going to be a nightmare. You have to do it. You have to
I
break
mean, and
down those
literally,
walls.
we're married ladies talking about literally single ladies. This is where you start. If you're with someone and they can't communicate and you're scared to communicate, just stop playing. Just stop. Don't even waste your time. You're like it's gonna be a horrible marriage. And it's not that it can't get to where y'all need to be, but if y'all both are like, I don't know what he wants, she don't know what she wants, that's stupid. Okay.
Right.
Like
They're
go
just not
in,
being honest.
yeah, just go in being your true self
Yep.
and ask a lot of damn questions. And if you feel like you can't ask a question, that's a red damn flag. That's the red flag. Like, why can't you ask him about his past relationship? Or why can't you ask him about his relationship with his mom? Why can't you ask him about his bankruptcy? Or why can't you, these are questions you need to know, when you're dating. So start practicing in your dating relationship. Because when you get married, if you're not talking in the dating portion of your relationship, it's going to be hard to get anything done
Yep.
when you get married.
That's true. I think
You
so.
can't you can't be with him and be like, oh, he just quiet. Really?
No, we're not.
Because do know he talking to somebody, just not you. Okay.
I think women
So
are afraid. I think
it's
that
not it's
our
not a puzzle.
the
It's
self-esteem
really
is not
simple.
there. I
Yeah.
think women, they settle for too much. They settle, and I don't understand why you settle. You need, just like Tomeeka said, you have the right to ask him about his credit, his mother, his relationships, so all of that. They would rather not know just for the fact of having or keeping that man. Like
Right.
a lot of relationships are great women with horrible mates because they dumb themselves down per
Yep.
se, and they allow this stuff, and they know we are smart. When our gut is telling us something, you are
Yes.
fucking right. You know
Yes.
you're right, and it's
Yes.
not going to change. You're
Yes.
right. But a lot of
And
women will, ah,
don't fall for the angry black woman who gotta hold her peace. Like, don't be like the meek woman because you scared to be the image of that black woman, because like, I don't care how you get it out, just get it out. Now, hopefully it's in a really good space and a good spirit and your tone is really good. But
mm-hmm,
whatever it is that you're thinking inside and you feel like it needs to be said, it has to be said. And if it's not said, you're wasting precious time on the wrong fella if he cannot hear you. If every time you say something, it's nagging, that's not your guy.
right. Or woman,
You're with him
you
and
know,
you know that you have a time limit on 6 months, a year, 2 years, however many years you got ladies for it. How long you gonna let them waste your time? Be clear about that shit. Okay. I'm gonna give you about 6 months because I intend to be married. And if you're not him, because I'm a firm believer that men know way before we do. I intend to
absolutely.
be married. And if you're not going to be him, you're not going to be wasting time because you're blocking my husband's position. Okay.
Yep.
Period. And it's okay that he says, no, I'm not him. It's okay.
There are a
That's okay.
lot of relationships
You've
right
saved
now
yourself.
they know they shouldn't be in. They're just for the comfort of saying they have a person. You know what I mean? And a
Don't
lot of
let
women,
it be comfortable with
you are
you.
wasting
Guess
your
what?
time. Don't
They
waste
will
your
leave
time.
you and 6 months later be with their wife. Okay.
How many times have you seen that happen? I
Hmm.
had a girlfriend that happened to her. Had been with this guy for like 3 years. He's not ready. He don't want to get married, whatever. They break up. He starts dating, probably already dating her, this new chick. They were married in 6 months. They now have a kid. And she's like mind blown. I'm mind blown. When she told me, I was like, what? They know. They already
Men
know.
know. Men know. Men will meet you.
Absolutely.
Men will meet you and 2 weeks later be like, you my wife. And you be like, what? You must tell that to everybody. No, he's literally telling that to his wife, whoever
Yes.
she is. Okay. Now, doesn't mean y'all a good fit yet, but it just means that he see you as his wife.
And that's not
Okay.
the crazy one. That's the one you should be. Okay.
Exactly. Shannon McNeil, hold on. She
What you,
says, what if your husband slash boyfriend effectively communicates he needs sex every day and I guess, and you tell him to kick rocks, LOL. What is an adequate and realistic number of times a week? Ooh.
ooh,
Okay,
that's a good one. We talked about that this week too on one of my other podcasts.
bro.
So what we said was um everyone's gonna be different. I'm I need more sensual stuff, and I have two grown men in my house. Bedrooms are smacked together. Like they might as well be in my bedroom. You know what I mean? I like to lay out. I want to do me. You know what I mean? So, Lita, shut up. I wanna I wanna I want
Hey,
sensuality.
Lena.
And I don't think I can get it here with the kids. So with that said, we're down to like once a week. If they weren't here, it would be 2 to 3 times a week. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I can just service him and be good, but I don't know. I'm stuck there, Shannon. I don't know. I don't think you should. First of all, it wasn't that
Shannon
waiting
said
to
he wanted
exit.
every day, though. So what's a good
No,
answer for that?
no, no, little boy. No,
Shannon?
that's
Shannon,
not. That's
how old is Shannon?
40 something.
Oh, okay. Shannon husband like my husband. So Shannon, baby. Baby. Okay, y'all. In the wrong relationship, I gave my nigga sex every single motherfucking day.
Oh,
Okay? Every
okay,
day.
okay.
Every day. I'm in the right relationship. Shannon's 48. Okay, Shannon, I'm 46. Anytime that nigga want it, he get it. Okay? Period, point blank. Now, every now and then I require certain things before he can get it. Okay? But most of the time, I just give it because I never wanted to be that wife that denies her husband. So we figure it out. Like, it's not a task for me, because if it was, I don't think he would get it. It's literally like we enjoy making love to each other. Period, point blank. So, Shannon, I think that
Lena said, "Damn."
out how to make it so it's not a task. You know what I'm saying?
A
Because
task.
if, like,
Okay.
when my dude come in and he try to get on me and I'm fucking sleep, and yeah, no, ho, you better do something. You better talk some shit. You better do some, yeah. Otherwise, I'm not really that interested, and I don't want to be fucking if I'm not really that interested. I really want to be into fucking you all the time, if it's going to be all the time.
Exactly.
Hello?
I hear
And I
you.
think that's kind of how you keep it hot anyway. Like, who wants to just be doing a task?
That's
So
right.
yeah, I mean, and we flirt all day long. We touch each other. We do. So it's like he's thinking about me like that all day, and so he's telling me in my ear, and he's, we're doing foreplay all the time. So
Right. We don't do enough foreplay. I need more foreplay.
and foreplay is the conversation, y'all. It's the conversation.
Yeah.
It's like, babe, damn, what you got on? That smell good. It's your conversation.
Yeah.
So talk that shit, y'all. Because believe you me, if you're not talking to them, they're talking to somebody else. Okay? Shit, you talking to somebody else.
You are stupid. Yes, we got to get back. Like, I just got to block these two out of my head. I think they messing
Girl,
up my
cut your damn
group.
music on and say, let's go.
Yeah.
My
You know
kids,
what?
now, here, this is a funny story. He taught the kids how to unlock the goddamn door, okay? So it's certain, like, we literally got to make sure our kids are asleep or something, because they'll come in the damn room and I'll be like, babe, really? Like, you taught them how to unlock our bedroom door?
That's
So we have to be a little creative sometimes, because, he be wanting when they up, and I'm like, we can't do it yet. We got to wait.
gotta
So
wait.
it's ways around, but, we figure it out.
So I think every day when Royale and I was dating, definitely every day, we got to a point where we had to look at each other and said, yo, we got to slow down. Like, we were sex addicts. I believe that because it was so fucking good. I mean, it was good. It was good. And we had to slow down. And now that we're married, if they weren't here, I know it would be more. And I just have to get them,
Oh my God.
What happened?
Black girl's comment. My daughter came to the door and asked, was I all right? And I cried for 3 days. Black Pearl, let me help you. Your kids know you're screwing, okay? They know. They already know. My kids came in my room one day and said, Mommy and Daddy, okay, y'all go ahead and y'all can go ahead and kiss and stuff. I was like, shut up. But, they need to see love in a healthy way, right?
They do, yeah. The boys see us, and I shouldn't say there's no foreplay because Royale is all over me. And Royce and Ross, they want to kill him. But it's the banter. I love the banter because he's kissing my neck. And you can see Ross across the room like, get off my mama, like that all day long. So that is
hey,
there.
Ariel.
We were just trying to figure out how we can get away at least once a week and just
Hey,
go
Keisha.
somewhere, I don't know, but we'll figure it
Gotta
out.
wrap it up. We got 6 more minutes. Anybody got any questions?
This is the thing. That's
It
6
went by
minutes.
so fast.
So fast.
Where
Anything
y'all
else?
from? Where's everybody from?
Oh my God, April, big
New
girl.
Orleans
Oh,
in
I
the
know.
house. Black love. Yes, black love. Now that video of y'all singing Flowery when the boys walked in was hilarious.
Exactly. That's my life. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all are making my life, April. I mean, I love that y'all took the time.
Can y'all do this more? Ariel, I think we're going to do it once a week, and we're thinking about doing a podcast. Ariel, you have to send us questions. Virginia,
yes, you have
Baltimore,
to send the questions.
Vegas. Vegas.
Oklahoma. Okay.
The D.
Jersey.
Hold on. Nikki, you from the LA.
Bronx. We got somebody from Bronx, LA.
Hey, Hadra.
DC.
Hey, Keisha.
It's a nice mixture of people in here. Nice. Please keep this going. Oh,
thank you guys. Tell your friends. We got to
tell your friends. We got 60 people next week. I want to see 100 and I want it to double. That's all I'm going to say. Y'all want us? We're here. And this information is great.
Thank Houston's in
So
the
please,
house.
Houston. Okay, Bronx. Nice. Okay.
Northeast
Right?
Washington. Okay.
Right, Tomeeka?
North
Tell a
Carolina.
friend to tell a friend to tell a
Tell
friend.
a friend to tell a friend. We'll be back next
We'll
week.
be back next week,
Oh, we got
same
4 more
time.
minutes. Any questions, ladies? Any questions, fellas?
Anything quick.
Oh, let's talk. We were supposed to do something about side chicks. I had a question. If
Oh,
there's
okay.
any side chicks in the house, what are y'all doing for coronavirus? Like, are y'all getting to see husbands, or like what's going on? What's good? Are y'all passing germs? What's going on?
I think side chicks are
I want to know.
really suffering right now. Hey, bro, I hear you. My accent, I know. People say I have an accent. I don't. I do. I know I do. But yes, the side chicks.
Are
You
the
want to
side
say
chicks?
that?
Y'all check on the side chicks, please.
You stupid.
No, seriously, because yeah, like
Do side chicks matter?
yeah,
Why they matter?
everybody matters.
They messing with somebody's husband. They don't matter. Get a job, figure out your life, and leave that married man alone or woman alone. You stop it.
They get it in. Hold up, when they run to the store. Oh, what store? They hold on. They passing Corona? Really?
Side chicks.
Nah, that's what they doing. Side chicks, not the shit. Okay.
Mm-mm.
All right, Tino.
Oh, somebody said side chicks mad as fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
this has stopped a lot of stuff. Wow. Tune in next week. Okay, we can piggyback on that next week. All lives matter. That is hilarious.
Simply Beautiful said, I'm fucking y'all niggas when they tell y'all that they at the store. First of all, the store closed. Simply Beautiful. So what? My man ain't going to no store. I don't know about April's.
He do go to the store a lot.
Going to the store, that nigga's lying. Okay.
Well, I send them, so he ain't going on his own. I need something. I'm like, go get this, go get this. He ain't just going by himself. No, we don't need anything. They know we in. Also, simply as a side chick. Okay. Hey, what did they say? Rep your squad. Rep them.
Yeah, rep your squad.
Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, we got 2 minutes, and they are going to cut us off. There's nothing we can do about it.
So next week, everybody send in your questions and send your folks to April or Tomeeka's Instagram, and we'll see y'all back here, same time, same place. April.
Yep. The title could change, so don't be, off if it say, hey, that's not what it says. And you can also help us with the title, because I think Tomeeka really wants to change it, right, Tomeeka?
It's up in the air.
It's up in the air.
Maybe
Whatever.
Send us some. Love. Hold on. Somebody said, oh, face down, ass up, and keep the mask on. Is that for the side chick? I'm confused.
I feel like that's for the side chick.
It must be ill. I believe it's some women who not having sex with their own husbands, okay? Because if your husband work outside of the home and he's in daily contact, ladies, are you allowing him to touch you intimately? Is he in the same bedroom with you? Like, what's going on?
Well, I could tell you, Joey go to work every day. He is in the bed with his wife.
Good for him.
Yeah, Joey ain't not messing around with that. So yeah, a lot of people are essential. They have to go out.
Okay.
And that's just it.
Bye, everybody. We love you guys.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yep. Next week, I want double. Tell a friend.